We're live.
Hello. Sorry, we're late, Bruce. We're actually late this time.
He's actually not wrong for once.
I know. I need to turn monetization on clips. I need to mention that. I just thought about it. We need to look. I've been going back and looking at the history of payments that we've gotten from YouTube.
For clips?
Do you know if Clips is on the same AdSense as DIY, or is it on its own?
Can you put him on the same one?
You should be able to put on the same one. Because the reason I'm saying is we've only been getting every single month 2 YouTube payments. And I have no idea if we just never set up Clips deposit on its own AdSense and Clips just has like its revenue just sitting there, or...
Oh, like you haven't even checked to see if there's an AdSense for it?
No, I never
like,
checked if there was.
I honestly don't know. I would have thought I would have done separate.
Yeah.
Unless for some reason it wouldn't let me. You hear that, Twitch chat? We might just have money sitting in the void. Or it's just gone, I guess. But what's up, you two nosy, Bruce, Tawny, all the good peoples, Lil Bobby. This is a Junga PC, or Jonah, as you guys might know him. We call him Junga from time to time. Hey Google, play Harry Styles. Harry Styles. That's not. Hey Google.
Great start.
Play Harris Heller. There we go.
Chad, does anyone know if there's like, I know we keep getting these Googles, but like, is there a better one? Like, is there a better service out there?
Maybe the Mini is just not it. You built a full RTX build for $250. What's the specs?
Yeah, what'd you do? Let me guess. AliExpress combo with a used. We said RTX, so I would assume like a 2060 or a 3050.
I would have guessed they just got like some really good deals.
Yeah, that's probably what you did. What's up, guys? How you doing? Good morning. Morning, Chad. Incredible Xander. Hey, Vic.
The incredible Xander.
Welcome, everybody. James, how you doing? How you doing?
You know, it's funny. We had a couple come by yesterday. They live in Chicago, but their daughter is moving to Florida for college.
Yeah.
And they stopped by and sent like a hat for him and everything. But I was just, all I could think about is UCW because he reminded me so much of him.
I like it. All Facebook, a Ryzen 5 3600 for $40 and a 2060 for $75. That's pretty cheap. You got the rest of the build for whatever the difference is between that. Like, you're at like 140 something bucks.
Where are you? Like what town? Or sorry, not what town. I'm probably not gonna know. What city or state are you in?
Because that's really cheap for Facebook Market.
Yeah,
I just got lucky where like nobody was buying that stuff. Because there's some markets.
A lot of people are scared of buying parts.
Yeah.
Parts are kind of scary on Facebook, so I get it.
Mage, how you doing? Welcome. Ooh, we building some. Yeah, we building some. This is a pretty straightforward like meta build that was playing by Junga.
Yeah, this is weird. Jonah was like overly excited because this is like this is the cheapest build he's ever played, to give you guys an idea.
He only does high-end builds because all he knows.
Matt and I are over here doing like struggling doing our like $100 builds, and Jonah's like, I'm gonna play this one for $8.
$800. $800 is a sweet spot.
Yeah, for us that's an expensive build, chat.
Yo, just want to say your vids are the reason why I know how to build a PC in like 15 minutes. Well, you know what? That's good to hear, because we've seen people who watched our guides before that have really made us question if our guides are doing the right thing.
See, my thought is they're just not actually watching.
Yeah, I think some of you are, the people who actually watch should be good. And also, especially these budget builds. Like, these budget builds we can do blindfolded, basically. Well, not really. We tried that. It didn't work out very well. A little bit of guidance, we can make it work, but. Hello there. Or hello, Obi-Wan. Hello there. Pink Kush, what's up? Montech cases really have come a long way in the last few years. Yes, heck, Montech has one of the best high-end cases on the market in the King 95, which I never would have saw coming. But yeah, that's really cool to see.
They pulled a fast one on us. What was that?
Tom the trash can.
Oh, that someone was like banging on the door, but I didn't see anyone. I'm like, hello?
Your guides are good, but your streams help a lot too. So these actually help you build? I feel like we just talk about nonsense.
I got a cool, one cool short coming to the channel where it's kind of like how to put a whole motherboard together in like 60 seconds. It gave me the idea, but I'm like, I don't even know if it's possible. I kind of want to see how that, well, if that does really good, then I'm going to do it. But I thought it'd be cool to do a build in 60 seconds or less. And I'm like, man, that would be, imagine the amount of condensing.
It would just be CPU in. Like you'd have
Yep.
to make every step like 4
Jonah
or
would
5
definitely need a
seconds
lot of like
max.
good text on screen. What's up, Primo Bro Pizza?
The intro needs to be PC build in 60 seconds.
Yep. Well, I'm already building it.
Yeah.
How much does surgery cost to fix a broken arm? Well, based on our expertise. in
Based on our
PC
expertise
building,
in broken arms.
well, I'll tell you what. If you don't get it fixed, it's free.
What's the best case under 40? 40's hard.
Q300L.
Q300L. That's probably the best one.
Or the what's that other? Does it even have a name, or is it just people resell it? That weird like AliExpress one that made it to Amazon.
What's the name of the
Is
company?
it J
TG
TG Gamer?
TGD Gamer or TG Gamer, something like that. The Focus G. I don't think that case is $40.
Like Fractal?
Yeah, I don't think there's any practical case that's $40. You don't need surgery for a broken arm. Well, it depends on the severity. I know,
Yeah.
like when you
You got
break
bones
something,
sticking out.
Yeah, like if you have a really bad break, then yeah, you got to have surgery. No, we will not be at the Miami location. Timeline did not add up for us. We were offered, but it just didn't make a whole lot of sense timeline-wise for us. We got vacations coming up.
They practically begged. No, I'm
They
just kidding.
practically were like, "Get your butts down here."
They said we need you. The store can't open.
But yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
When's the giveaway stream? That'll be Friday the 13th in September.
spooky.
So it's an unlucky but lucky stream, and so this one's gonna be, as long as it works out and I get all the parts and everything. We're going cheap with this one. Like I think each build's gonna be like maybe $500 if I had to guess, and it's not gonna be the most optimized. So it's gonna be i3 10100F with the RX 5500 XT. And you're probably like,
What the hell is that?
Well, the reason we're doing that is because Toasty Bros in September, so 1 month, turns 10 years old.
YouTube channel's 10
And-
years old, guys. How old do you all
that's
feel
old as
right
hell.
now? Dark Lord Vader, I bet you feel really old.
Yeah. And then PC Bros turns 4 right around the same time. So I thought it'd be cool. If you look at our Shopify, our first ever build was we called it the Intel Mid-Range Gamer, which was those exact specs. So basically, rather than doing a step-by-step build guide, because can you imagine the hate we would get on that? That'd be wild. Like even with the disclaimer in the beginning,
They're
people
like,
would
why
still...
are you teaching people how to build this crap?
Yep. So instead, we're going to do kind of more of like, almost like what we're doing right now, where we're going to be building and talking to the camera and kind of doing like hey, let's talk to PC Bros, let's talk to Toasty Bros. Hey, do you remember like how much we used to pay for GPUs? And then we'll show like, some actual receipts on pricing, basically talk about the struggles, the fun, the bad.
I think the easiest way if we're like asking people questions too, would almost be like set a list of like 5 questions, ask everyone those 5 questions, and then during the
McAllister
editing
can
process,
pull.
just basically bounce between like maybe answering 2 for one person, that kind
Right.
of deal. Whichever one was like the most interesting story or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What would be a good GPU to buy right now that won't break the bank? Well, depends on what your definition of break the bank is. For some people, that's $200. For other people, that's $50. Like, what is your break the bank price?
Kelsey's going to love the amount of B-roll we'll need for that.
gonna be a
Because
lot.
that's the only thing is, I'm cool with, I think it'd be cool to do that, but I don't want to do like, I know we did that one video a long time ago where it was kind of like almost like awkward like
The interview style? Yes.
So I'd almost rather have like where we do that, but then McAllister has mostly B-roll over it
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
past stuff, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, we said see, that's why I asked that question. Your budget's $400 to $500 for a GPU. that's a good amount of money for a GPU. You're probably in the $499 territory. You're at the 7800 XT. Or is that GRE? GRE's $599 or is that $499? I always forget these prices. 7900
$499 question mark?
GRE is.
It might be 5.
It's on sale for $549 now.
It's right in the middle.
That's a good price. So yeah, 7800 XT is what you're looking at AMD side, or you're looking at probably like a snipe of a 4070 deal. It's kind of hard to find normal 4070s right now. I would say the 7800 XT would be your best value for sure. Or if you can jump up like a little bit more, as long as it doesn't break the bank. Again, $50 more going with the 7800 GRE. It's a really good GPU.
Fast like a bolt.
Fast like a boat.
What does that mean?
It's fast like a boat.
Usain Bolt.
Okay, Omar's asking a question about his computer. Boys, my case on the PC, the front things that has 3 fans, I didn't break, I promise. My little brother, when he was gaming on my rig, the chair accidentally went into the front and got it, but I managed to get it back on, so no big deal. Don't worry, we're good. Everything still works. I just wanted to inform you all. Thank you, Omar.
Well, I'm proud of you for getting it back together.
I'm glad everything works okay.
I like this RAM. It's like textured.
Yeah, I remember him finding that, and he was like excited about how it
It feels like it has leather on it.
It's leather.
Bonded leather.
Yeah, it depends on where you look, little Bobby. 40, little Bobby. Y'all have some interesting names. It depends on where you look. 4070s are getting a little bit harder to find because they are pretty much being phased out for 4070 Supers. Like, we got one at Walmart for a little over $500.
I know, yeah, I know it just depends on, like, if you're not brand specific, they still do have some on Amazon. Yeah. It's just making sure they're the right price.
Morning, Jen. Saw Buck Hunter. Try to get it on the best I can. I mean, to be fair, as long as it still works, you're good, man. You know, stuff happens. People break computers.
Is that it? Yeah, so that would have been the Montech error.
Yes. So this is the exact case we're talking about right here.
Oh, yeah.
So you said, what happened? This?
You, like, rammed his chair into it?
Rammed into this?
I wonder if it did, it's okay if it did, but I wonder if it broke any of the, like, the clips.
Well, this is magnetic.
Oh, okay.
Unless it, like, went through this.
He said nothing's broken. Do we trust him?
I just finished the main story for Spider-Man Remastered. It's a quality game. Love the Spider-Man games. What are your thoughts about the 9600X and 9700X having a bad review? It's really because of the price and that it's not a major uplift over 7000 series. It kind of goes back to our whole statement as a channel where if things are priced correctly, the product is good. It's really not a bad product. It's really just badly priced. I believe in probably the next 5 or 6 months, depending, I don't know what AMD's plan is with 7000 series. To be fair, they keep manufacturing AM4 CPUs, so they could keep, if they keep manufacturing 7000 series, then they might have a problem on their hands because those, like, the only way they'll make 9000 series more appealing is if it gets cheaper, but then they'll have to lower 7000 series, which makes 7000 series more appealing. It's really that gap between the performance you're gaining going 9000 series right now isn't worth it versus 7000 series.
I feel like if they can just get the pricing, because I don't know, 7000 series just seems cheap, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, if they can just get 9000 series, like, close,
Maybe
I think
like,
it's fine.
if we're talking like, you know, $20, $30 difference, then
Yeah, like if I
9000
had to pick between the 7600X and 9600X and it was a $30 difference, I would just go newer, you know?
Yep.
Why not?
Finally got a computer desk, just got to track down a suitable chair. Nice.
Suitable.
I mean, 7500F, it depends on where you buy it from AliExpress. We've learned the hard way because we did a giveaway PC with the 7500F. Those AliExpress pricing, for you guys at home, if you're just building a new PC, it doesn't really matter to you. You can find it as cheap as, like, especially during the sales that are going on with AliExpress. I know right now they're running a lot of sales. You can find it for close to $100, which is stupid. But once you buy multiple of them, the price starts going up. On your average price, because I think they limit like how many you can buy. So on average, I see like $130 to $140 now, which is still a really good deal. Any idea why 8 gigs of RAM is being used by my background processes? Well, do you have like an antivirus? Do you have a background task? Did you install some hacker software? Like what we got going on here?
Hacker. Oh. Well.
Yep, back to school sales are happening right now on AliExpress. There's definitely good sales on motherboard, CPU, RAM combos. Ooh, the Hongways, the new ones.
They don't even look new.
They've been using to be used. We have our video going live today promoting their back to school sale with the cheapest possible 4060 PC. That still looks great. And it turned out pretty good.
For all you kids that want a game out there.
Yeah, for all you kids who want a 4060. So yesterday I did something good. My neighbor asked me to help her son build his first PC and asked the parts on what to use. He had a budget of $2,500.
Dang. And he needed advice?
That's a good build though. He did 7800X 3D with a 7900 XT with 32 gigs of RAM.
Ooh.
Nice.
Right, no extra standoffs. Doesn't look like.
F the 4060? I know a lot of people don't like the 4060. But basically, if you are going to go with the 4060, it's going to become the most popular graphics card on the market. It's already ramping up. The 60 series card always is going to be popular, no matter how much you hate it. So, you know, that's what we made a video on, to be like, hey, there are better options, obviously. Used market, if you're willing to go used, it's always going to be a better option. 3070 is cheaper than it, and it's better. But if we're talking about the card that everyone's going to buy, hey, we'll see what the cheapest possible combination looks like. Just taking the 3060's place. Yeah, basically it's a slightly faster 3060.
And even then, you know, it's expensive, but it does a good job.
I'm running a 4060, no issues, actually works well. See, that's everyone who hates the price and performance of it.
I think
there's always gonna be people
anyone who has a 4060,
it's gonna be fine with it. Yeah, you're not
I
gonna
would
be
happy.
upset.
I'd be honored to have a 4060.
Just like people who had the 3060, which is the most popular card right now according to Steam Hardware Survey, is happy with it.
And some of those people that have 3060s, especially because of like COVID, a lot of them probably paid a lot more than the 4060 costs now.
Oh, I would never recommend somebody upgrade from a 3060 12 gig to a 4060. That makes no sense. So like the upgrade, like obviously, there are some people who go the, I guess you would say almost like the phone approach or the Apple approach, where every generation they upgrade their GPU. But no matter what generation, upgrading from the same series from one generation to the next is never a major upgrade. It never is. It's always worth going from, let's say, a 60 series card up to a 70 series card, or from a 70 series up to an 80. On the higher end, there normally is a bigger gap, but on the low end, it's never really been a big gap.
Yeah, like going from like the 2080 to 3080, pretty big difference.
Yes. But yeah, on the lower end, it's never been the case.
3080 to 4080.
Yeah.
Woo.
That's why I'm going from a 3060 to a 4070. There you go. You see, you're thinking. You're thinking.
But like let's say you hadn't built a PC at all yet. I mean, how much? You know what the real question is? How much did you pay for your 3060 12 gig?
Yeah, how much did you pay for that?
Honest pricing.
Honest.
No BS.
Who has a big gap? Huh? What are you talking about, live free?
I got a big tooth gap.
I got a tooth gap.
I'm missing a tooth.
You're right, Jackson. I did see the clips. I couldn't hook it, I say, but I got it like sort of.
I think Matt was saying that. So this one,
Yeah,
I
what are
don't
you
know if
talking?
it always used magnets.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you mean like these clips?
Maybe those get a little bendy.
Yeah. Are you talking about here?
Like, see, like he paid $340 open box.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. You know, you got to look at like, it's NVIDIA's newest entry level card. Minus like the 3050, but we're talking 40.
Oh God, you paid the 800? Oh no.
Oh, for the 3060?
Yeah. We had customers. That's what we're gonna talk about in our video. We had customers who really wanted 3060s, and we told them they were gonna be $800, and here we are.
Now, one of the ones that Matt and I, we're still trying to find the order purchase, guys, but the most disgusting thing we ever did was there was one person that, it wasn't either of us, it was one of the PC Risk people, but we got an RX 588 gig new on Amazon during the shortage for like $500 something.
I remember it was because the person was insistent on 8 gigs of VRAM.
And there was just...
And that was the cheapest option.
Yeah, there was literally like no other options.
But yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at our eBay purchase history right now from 2021, and it's gross. Like, there was an order for RX 462 gig OEMs. We paid $100 a card.
But the CPU upgrade that I want from Bros PC on Amazon, it's 140 and AliExpress is 90. Which CPU are you talking about? The 5500? Was that what we were talking about?
Is Omar?
Yes.
Am I getting one from AliExpress?
I know Express has them for $50. The Ryzen CPUs aren't bad from there.
Those ones used?
No. No,
this good,
they're just trade. So yeah, basically, I mean, if it's from a reliable seller, you're basically just buying the trade CPUs before they get to Amazon. You're kind of just jumping a middleman at that point.
Trade direct from source.
Yeah.
He was looking at getting 5600 though, right? Or 5600X?
5600X for 90 is a good price.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you want to try it, go for it. I mean, there is still an inherent risk in a time, like, is the wait worth that savings for you? Because, I mean, it is a good deal, but it's one of those things where, like, is it worth waiting the potential?
What was the price difference?
He said 135 to 90.
Yeah.
Which isn't, like, crazy. But
I guess percentage-wise, it's a pretty big discount.
Yes.
But yeah, with with how much stuff costs these days, it's like it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
Is there a fan header at the bottom somewhere?
Yeah, power supply.
Ooh, that's a stretch.
What is up with this USB header? Did you look at this?
No. Is it wonk?
Look at the back of it.
Ooh, there's solder on it.
Should we be concerned?
Let me see if I can get it off. It looks like it dripped on inside of it.
Meister, we have actually, the videos haven't hit the channel yet because we're a little bit ahead, but the past 3 videos I've been running the Black Myth Wukong benchmark. in all our PCs.
I've been hearing like so much controversy about that.
Really?
Yeah, well, I see. I mean, I don't know anything. You know
Yeah.
how I am. I just don't
Yeah.
know nothing about nothing. But Zach was telling me how it's like I didn't even know it's a China
Yes.
game. It's like one of their first, like I guess, big games.
Yes.
And I guess there's just been a lot of like, you know, because of guidelines and laws there and stuff, and they're kind of like telling streamers like what they can and can't do.
That's
and it's
annoying.
kind of funny.
That doesn't surprise me because we work with a lot of companies like that.
Yeah. But like, yeah, they're literally saying like if you buy the game, like they're doing things on purpose to where like if you try to stream it, they're basically like sabotaging the streams
Really?
and stuff.
That's
yeah,
weird.
it's interesting. So I will not be streaming that game.
Yeah, I don't get there are some game developers that genuinely think streaming is bad for their game selling.
Right.
And they think if someone watches a streamer play through the whole thing, that it's going to limit their sales. Well, I guess in theory, yeah, but to be honest, the person who's sitting there watching a streamer play the game wasn't going to buy our game anyways.
Probably not.
So
They're
I don't think
watching
it really
for
hurts.
the person usually.
Yeah, so like they weren't going to buy the game anyways, and there are still people who, if they were going to buy the game and were already interested, they wouldn't watch a whole stream of it.
And also, I mean, that's kind of like those people are kind of salesmen when you think about it.
Good morning. I built a super budget PC right before the GPU prices started to come down. It was unfortunate. I do have a good upgrade path though. So far it served me well. What are your specs? Hey, timing is whatever. As long as you've gotten good use out of your graphics, I say your graphics card, your entire PC. As long as you have a good use out of it. I just say graphics card in my mind because that's definitely what you overpaid for. As long as you have a good use out of it, it's whatever, you know? I always compare to my car purchase. My Tesla I bought at peak pricing and now they have like slashed by like $20,000, but here we are. You know,
It's all about the
you enjoy it.
experience.
You can't time everything perfectly, you know?
And you can't put a price on happiness, guys.
Yes, sir. Yep, it's cars. It's just like me, because I mean, I went from paying peak pricing where I had to wait a whole year for my reservation for my car to show up. I put the reservation in, it took an entire year for me to get my car, to now you can just find them sitting on a lot and pick one up the next day, and then they're like $20,000 less. It do be like that sometimes.
Yours has a story now, though.
It does have a story.
You tell your grandchildren about it.
I drove up to Cincinnati.
I remember buying my Tesla. Now,
so
now
you-
cars float.
You still have to drive up to Cincinnati for it, but
You guys got hovercrafts. We had wheels.
it had wheels. It ran on batteries.
Now everything runs on fusion coils.
That's when you message Elon and ask for a $20,000 refund or else.
Ooh.
So the thing is, he's got me hooked. I don't want to give up my car. So he'd be like, well, just give up your car.
Yeah. You'd be like, well, I'll take it. You got to get a hold of Tesla by like, I know there was that one YouTuber that was doing like, he got the really, really used one, and he was kind of like pissed that he like couldn't get any parts for it.
Oh, yeah.
And somehow like, I thought they ended up giving him a new Tesla for some
really?
reason. Yeah, he's basically like, you know, he just needed small things like lug nuts and just other crap like that, and like he wanted to get everything from them as kind of an experiment on YouTube, but like they just wouldn't give him anything.
That's annoying.
And that kind of goes against the whole like, I know in the EU it's huge. I know here it's starting to become a thing where it's like,
Repairability.
yeah, everything needs to be repairable. You can't put like anti-tamper stickers. Apparently, are like, it's not illegal to put them on there. They're a scare tactic. Like they can't honor that anymore.
No, it's more of just a scare tactic, just to scare you.
Like, hey, don't open this.
If you do, I can't really do anything about it. Had to replace the head gasket recently. Cars are running good ever since. Look at you.
Did you open the hood for that? Because you voided the warranty.
Yeah, god damn it. Have you all tried the lottery that is the Gov auction site for bulk office PCs?
No.
I don't think we've ever looked on there.
But I have heard of people doing that, where you can get like a lot of school stuff that's, you know, like state government wise.
How much did you pay for that 960? I'm curious.
Is that what they said they got was a 960?
Yeah.
So I know we had the one eBay one where
960s were, I mean, they were expensive, but they were a card that was like
that was
reasonable.
the cheapest
Yeah.
one. I'm trying to remember. I just looked at one from 2021 because we bought a
was
lot
like
of them.
$2
I think it was two something. Sounds right. Maybe 3 if we were really unlucky.
College PC auction. Valid. I live 15 minutes from the Cincinnati Micro Center. I got there frequently. Hoping to see you guys there. I've seen your videos that you've done. Yeah, we've been there a lot. I know we had that one opportunity.
And
with
also,
the-
which you said Cincinnati? Is that
which one?
that
The
only
Sharon-
Sharonville or is there more?
I think the other one's in like somewhere else in Ohio. I don't think it's by
Because
Cincinnati.
there's 3 in Ohio, I think,
Yes.
right?
You're talking about the
Isn't that their
Sharonville store, right?
Starting location or something.
Yeah. But yeah, we have that
Skibbity.
one guy who wants to sell us stuff, but we need to find a reason to go up there again.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this time that looks like a good haul because there's monitors.
Yeah, biggest thing right now is I've like already mentioned like going back up there, and they're all just they really are just putting
Miami.
all their budget into the new stores. They got one more coming too, so
I get that. I get that.
they're like, we gotta do new stores.
But
Sorry.
you got to take care of your OGs though, you know. I kind of wonder what their highest income stores are. For some
Yeah.
reason, my mind says Ohio, just because of how
long
like they
they've
have the
been there.
most there.
Yeah.
And Skibbity.
And Skibbity. What else do you do in Ohio besides game on PC and say Skibbity memes?
It's interesting. So this guy said, I don't even know how to say the name, Damon Thayer, ultra-conservative senator from Scott County. His house is powered by a solar system managed by a dismantled Tesla dashboard.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of crazy. You know,
Sharonville is my hometown. It's okay to call it Cincy. There you go.
you would almost think you could just use like, I don't know, an iPad rather than like a dismantled
It is.
Tesla dashboard, but hey.
You do you. Yeah, no, Sharonville, I mean, it is
Good on
technically Cincinnati. You pass through downtown Cincinnati, then you're right in Sharonville, so
Cherryville.
it's like right there.
Yeah, because normally, like what we always do whenever we do go up there, because it's about a 2-hour drive for us. So obviously, if we do that 2-hour drive and then we're just at Micro Center for like an hour, it's kind of jarring just doing that and then getting right back in the car. We've done it, but it's kind of fun to go to like IKEA to spend some time. We never buy anything though. It's more just to look, you know.
IKEA's a bunch of big stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can you say something on choosing? Is that black and white 1440, or what do you mean by B/W?
I met the setup winner from the awesome van, bought a couple GPUs from him. He turned me onto some auction sites and found some nice deals. Oh, the guy from that one setup with the, isn't it like an Uber that's like a karaoke
Oh.
van? You met that guy? That's cool.
Dude, that's a small world if that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, Micro Center. Yeah, the Sharonville one definitely. I thought I remember seeing it was 80s, right? So that'd be
Yeah.
40 years old.
Captain
Captain
Ohio and
Cadman.
Sharonville store VT30 years old. There you go. I mean, it looks it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
got,
it
it's got
like
the
it-
retro feel to it.
No, and I kind of die in the hill of I like the Sharonville one the best. I like the like wood paneling and stuff like that. The store is smaller, a little more cramped, but it feels more inviting and homely. The new ones are really nice.
It follows the trend of like Best Buy and all the
Yeah.
other ones where it's like tech heaven kind of.
Yeah, the new ones are kind of getting more industrial feeling. Like it's all concrete floors and yeah, a little more basic.
Can you guys say something on choose between 1440p and 4K? 1440p.
1440p all the way. Oh, I forgot about Cash Cab was a good show.
Cash Cab. Micro Center in Dallas is old. I bet most of them are old. The only ones that are new is the ones we've been to recently are the indie store. The Miami one, I've seen videos. It looks exactly the same.
It is kind of funny to think about. I feel like they weren't building Micro Centers like crazy until just
No,
like this year and last year.
They are just throwing them out there now, so it's obviously doing good. Yeah, the Miami one's probably gonna look the same as the Indy one and the Charlotte one that we went to. So
The East Coast aren't as big as the new ones, but there's still busy lines. So far from what we've seen, but we haven't been to all of them. We've just been to, well, no, because we've been to Indianapolis.
We've been to all the openings so
Yeah.
far, the recent openings at least.
Indianapolis and Charlottesville. Both of those were like the exact same size.
Yes.
If that tells you anything.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing, it seems like Micro Center has, for all their new stores, I think they're going to be the same layout and square footage like every time at this point. 1% render scale.
Yeah, baby. What's a good micro ATX case? Want to go smaller than my Montech Sky 2?
Oh.
Smaller than a Montech Sky 2?
What's a Sky 2 GX? Is that larger?
I don't know what the GX is. Never heard of the GX. I was gonna say
Yeah.
the Air 100, but it's probably around the same size as Sky 2.
And it has to be micro. Or do you mean like, can it be mini ATX or does it have to be a micro ATX case?
Sky 2 GX, you say it's huge. Like, I don't think it's a huge case. Wait to see a Corsair 5000D and then you tell me what's huge.
Other one we built yesterday was pretty big. I wonder if isn't the AP201, is that micro ATX?
Oh, this one is actually kind of big. Montec, I love you, but like these are totally different cases than I was
Yeah,
thinking.
it's not even close. Well then, yeah, I mean, well,
This is an EATX tower.
oh my god, yeah, that's really big.
Yeah.
The other thing that sucks though is you have a nice case, so yeah, you don't really want to go to like a cheap micro ATX case. You probably want like a pretty decent one.
Um,
I'll go to the bathroom.
the AP201.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a really small micro.
Yeah, the Asus AP201. I think you'd like that one. It's a very nice one. I think of some other micros. And that's the issue. Micro ATX cases are going to be more budget. Do you have a micro ATX board? So we got a little something something. 2500X. That was not bad. We haven't fully built in one yet, actually. But it looks pretty cool. That's the issue, is there's just not a lot of love in the high-end micro ATX space for sure. Yeah, I think all Fry's locations are closed now, aren't they? I think there's a couple still open. I remember going to a Fry's for the one and only time when I was in Santa Clara for the NVIDIA headquarters. There we go. I'm back. What's up, Rossi? Hey, Matt. I think Red Post Discord stream. Yeah, I forgot. It's all good, though. Consider it a test because we still have the same amount of viewers as if I didn't do a Discord notification. So, let's go. Do people actually look at the Discord notification then? Probably not. Oh, you know, oh, yeah. The Aqua 3 is good, but I don't think it's an upgrade. It'd be probably a little bit of a downgrade. You forgot, yet we didn't forget? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, all right, chat, who here, say yes or no. Do you actually pay attention to the Discord notifications? If you're in the Discord, say yes or no. Or do you have it muted? No. I do. We got one. Brooming. Muted, yes. Sometimes yes. No. Honestly, it's more yeses than I expected. Yes, no. Some of them. Oh, that's cool. You guys have a pretty consistent schedule. I just show up and you guys are here. Well, we stream the same time, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. So that doesn't change. I want to check Discord when you have a new video. YouTube schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday guaranteed unless something crazy happens at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then obviously if we have more videos we're uploading, we have Tuesday and Thursday as well, and then the weekends. Discord announcements channel I pay attention to for the new videos. Let's go. Looking forward to the Santa Clara Micro Center, only taking a few hours. That's cool. Yeah, no, that's cool to have one there because when I was in Santa Clara, that was probably about 3 years ago. All they had was a Fry's, so having a Micro Center would be really cool. My nearest one's 41 minutes away. Love how we're talking about Micro Center. We're getting a lot of Micro Center love this morning. We have a lot of fun at Micro Center. The content we do there is a lot of fun. And I'm excited to, we'll be going back to another one at some point. Just didn't line up for us this go around because we have to do, I'm going on vacation in, what's it called? This is a nice build, by the way. This is a good clean build. I think it's a pretty clean build. Going on vacation in September. And then we were going to go in September, but here we are. What's the plan today, Matt? That's a good question. We've been working on, it's gonna be a really, really good video. I actually think the flow is gonna be really good. It's going to be a new versus used gaming PC challenge with Jackson and I. It's honestly one of the more high action videos we've done. The intro is literally an RC car race to determine who gets to buy new or used, so we did that. Then we have the shopping section. Then we have the build section where I'm having to build my PC, which I went with the most janky possible case to make it work because I went used, spoiler alert, and I had to do some modding to my case to make it work. And then Jackson and I did our Let's Play benchmarks where we play together and play Fortnite and Warzone. It was a lot of work, but I think the video is gonna turn out really, really good. Saw all the time. I was wondering why there was no notifications. I clicked on the profile and saw the stream. Well, I'm glad you all looked. I'm really testing you guys this morning. I wish they had a micrometer here. You mean Micro Center? I will always say this, if you are someone who loves PC hardware and has never had access to a store that would give you the ability to buy PC hardware off the shelf, go to a Micro Center. If it's 2 hours or less, or even a little bit longer, and you can make like a weekend out of it wherever you're going, you should go. Even if you don't buy anything, I think you'd really love it. You play Fortnite, Warzone, shocker. Yeah, those are the games that people want us to play. Someone asked that in the Discord while we play those games. Just yesterday, I think it was Saturday, Fortnite had 3.1 million people playing. And people were like, why are you still binge watching Fortnite? I'm like, it's literally still one of the most popular games out there. Just because you don't play it doesn't mean a majority of people don't play it. There is like always a constant section of commenters who are like, oh my God, they're testing Fortnite and Warzone again. But then when we don't test Fortnite and Warzone, there is like an overwhelming crowd of people being like, oh my God, why didn't you test it? Yeah. So, yeah, take the lesser of two evils. I was at the Indie Micro Center on Sunday. Had to pick up the kiddo new laptop for college. Yes, it's fun. It's always changing. Fortnite Warzone popular. That's why it's like, yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Is like, there's always going to be that small crowd that complains about us playing those same games all the time. But when we don't play them, there's a much larger crowd that complains that we didn't test them.
Yeah, we're using the Montech hub for all the AirGB.
Yes, sir. I go to a Micro Center or Fair Zoo.
Same.
I respect that.
Zoos probably. Zoo would be close, but fair.
Zoos are cool.
I don't care for the fairs.
Warzone
Especially
is
not
tough.
the one this year here.
Yeah, Warzone is definitely tough on a PC. That's why we like to test it as well.
The Kentucky State Fair is Warzone.
It is a war zone. You gotta be scared out there. Always tune into your Fortnite and Warzone benchmark videos. See, there you go. Exactly. I complain that Jackson used performance-enhancing glasses and it's cheating. He does.
Oh.
Same bot. Did you see that the video? We were just one day too late. They banned the snap tap feature on keyboards in Valve.
Yeah, Zach sent that.
I love it. So whose account are we gonna use to get banned?
It was funny because he was saying, he was like, I think I could make the video do worse, or it could make it more popular because more people are like, oh, it's a cheat.
Yeah, well, yeah, the snap tap is like, it's cool, but also I think just us using linear, like the Hall effect keyboards in general is like cool. But that one feature is what made it go viral for sure.
Yeah.
And not all the ones that we got have that feature. Some companies refused to do it because they thought this would happen,
Yeah.
but other ones jumped in and put it out there. So, is anyone using a Hall effect keyboard in chat? I feel like our audience doesn't necessarily focus on that sort
Which
of
I guess
stuff.
technically snap tap can be like fixed with like firmware and software basically.
Well, I was telling Zach, is like if we want to use SnapTap on most of those, he's gonna have to firmware flash like all of them to get them on there.
Oh, right.
Like it doesn't come with it out of the box.
Well,
Like you have to
that's
firmware
probably
update. Yeah,
We probably don't want that.
yeah, no.
Feed prices at the fair are bonkers. $11 corn dogs, $11. Yeah, the $11 lemonade is wild.
Dude, they be charging.
Corn dog, that is really expensive, but I can kind of get food being like whatever price they want, but whenever I see drinks that are expensive, I'm just like, no way. You like me better with glasses?
Use the glasses.
It's because you're a stoner.
Jackson, is
You don't
that a
know the
Galaxy
difference.
watch?
No, this is Pixel. This is the one that, if you bought the Pixel 8 Pro, at the same time the Pixel 2 watch came out, and you got it for free.
Movie theater concessions are always expensive because that's where they make their money, is in concessions. Yo, got matching phones and watches then.
Remember waiting outside of CompUSA to get the newest Sound Blaster audio card?
I remember getting a PC from CompUSA. I remember that. There was one here for
I've
a while.
definitely never been.
You gonna get the Pixel 9?
Probably not.
You haven't seen the Pixel 9?
I have not heard. I didn't even know it was out. I think a lot of people didn't know it was out somehow.
Yep.
It was
Well, I know it's
soft
out because we
launch.
get spammed from our affiliate service saying,
Yeah.
sign-ups,
Do
no one's
it.
coming, no one's coming, no one's coming.
Hello, Lemon Girl.
The Pixel 9, what is that? Pixel 9,
The 9th one.
the 9th Google Pixel phone. Is anyone a Google Pixel user in chat?
I know, yeah, they're almost at that Galaxy point where we got the freaking, the S24 now or whatever. Google's about to break the double digits.
You talking about a fare they'll charge for parking next? I think our fare charges for parking too, or is it part of entrance fee? I don't remember. I haven't been in like years.
I don't know. I would think they charge for parking. I mean, when I just went to the Expo Center for that car show, and I mean, I had to pay for parking that was across the street.
I'm a filthy iPhone user. Filthy. Got a Pixel 7, nice. Third time asking, sort of annoying. What's a good build for under $300 to build around the 7600X you already have? Well, did you determine if it's good? Like, they actually fix it? Because you're the one talking about you think it's, like, defective.
Did they send it in for RMA or something?
Yeah, I don't remember. Did you do RMA? And you actually got one coming back?
If you only have $300 to spend, though, because that's a little low for that GPU, but, I mean, it's doable.
You do like a 5500. You could find a decent deal on a B550, 16 gigs of RAM.
I wonder if it'd be more worth it to go. I see. This is kind of like
the.
Yeah, because of Gen 4.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'd almost have to, like, honestly, it's the kind of thing where we'd almost have to benchmark it to know. But basically, the 5500 will be solid because
have RAM, so
6-core, 12-thread. But if you were to do the 12100, it's a 4-core 8-thread, but you get Gen 4, which that card definitely would benefit from. Ditching your S23 Ultra for a Pixel Pro? I personally, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been on a Galaxy in so long that I can't really talk. I've really liked all the, I feel like I've had less issues on the Google phones. Well, most of them. I did have one, that freaking, I think it was the 6, where it was like the worst phone ever.
Your phone had so many issues that generation.
I hate, there was something wrong with mine. Remember
I think yours was like defective.
That was when Marquise lived here, and he had the same one, and his was like perfect.
It was $4,400 Z790 and
you like your stylus.
Listening deals. Ooh, thank you, Raymond. Check the deal. That's a good deal right there. $44 Z790. How's it that cheap?
You have a Galaxy S4? I think it's old.
I
think the last one I had was the S3.
We said had. Okay.
Oh.
I had an S4. That was the one time I went to Android, was a Galaxy S4. And I had that for a while, and then I sold it for an iPhone, and I haven't looked back. Got fangirl now? About what, Midnight? What is the Discord? Exclamation point Discord in the chat or discord.gg/socibros.
Discord.
Discord. Who watched to the end of the video of the Discord setup, by the way? I saw the most of the comments were people being like, I am so glad. He's like, normally I don't say this, but I'm glad I watched to the end of the video. And I was like, yep.
Yep, hopefully I fueled your all's engagement with my embarrassment.
Midnight said it was hilarious. And I said, me.
Oh, yes, yeah, he added me on Facebook. And I recognized him, so I said, all right, I'll add him back. Just don't message me. Yeah, no, that was, trust me when I tell you, that was a plot twist for me.
But someone commented, was like, this was the most like up and down, like emotional roller coaster episode, because like, we had really crappy setups. We were just dogging on people. There were some lines we said in there that were pretty funny, like with the curtains. I saw a lot of people commenting where I think you said they cover up the setup of the curtains when Shoddy comes over.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
Why did I just do that?
But that was a roller coaster.
Well, there was two setups like that. It was that one, and then there was the other, like, so that one was just full of anime stuff, and then there was the other one that was the China cabinets with all the lewd anime, and that's one where I'm just like, how do you all, girl or guy, doesn't matter, the in between, but like, how do you have people over?
I think that person commented and says, I don't get why you all think it's bad or something. And
it's not bad.
It's
okay to have hobbies and likes and interests, but
your basement looks like a prison. Send it. We'll tell you it looks like a prison. If it looks like a prison, we'll say it looks like a prison.
The way I would see, like, the one that is full of, like, the very lewd girls, I would describe it as everybody watches, but we don't brag about it. We don't talk about it on the daily. Imagine if Matt and I just talked about that all day. You'd be a little...
Guys, everyone starts sharing your favorite corn in the chat.
Yeah,
please.
you'd be like, this is a little weird. Like, this is a little uncomfortable. That's kind of how there's nothing wrong with anime, right? There's nothing wrong with having a little, we got celebrity crushes, but when you got a China cabinet just full of them, and like, Matt and I were like, can we even put this on YouTube? That's when it's like, let's tone it down a little bit.
What is the PC next to you all? Well, this is a build we just finished that will be for sale at PC Bros for $875. It features the Ryzen 5 5500 and RX 6600.
So my coworker does. Hey, we've all had coworkers like that, and honestly, it gets uncomfortable.
It gets a little uncomfortable.
You start to worry. You start to wonder if like they're gonna act. I don't think we saw any whips or chains this time.
No.
Someone has a hobby. That's why I said there's nothing wrong with hobbies.
We saw Lord Farquaad though.
Another great example is I often tell it's like gun nuts, right? I think it's another great example. I have a good amount of guns. But besides a couple of DIY videos, most of you would probably have no clue because honestly, once again, whenever you're kind of like talking to someone that's like real heavy into guns, some people get a little uncomfortable, you know?
When's the 9950X built? Honestly, no clue. We have one, but like, I don't know.
I know, I'm just looking at, we got 799.
The 7 is, I'm honestly gonna go in order. It'll be 799. We have like a couple of like sponsored builds with companies that are gonna be using some pretty high-end cases. That's probably when the builds are gonna be, because it makes financial sense for us to use and spend the money on like a high-end build at that point.
You feel like the display of anime girls is the same as Hunting Bros with the wall of trophy catches? I could sort of see that.
And I'm getting a 7800 XT. It's been really nice with the GRE, but the Quicksilver model just looked too clean. Yeah, 7800 XT is awesome.
The gray.
Got to get an RPG. Yeah, you all just have some wild stuff.
No, we did see a couple I remember that had like, I don't know if they're real or not, but there was the one that had the AK, and then there was one that had like a gun just on top of their PC, and I was like, all right.
You're the second one to ask that. Yes, videos aren't live yet because we have a backlog, but the last like 3 videos we've been running that benchmark tool, so you will see it in the future videos on the channel.
So that's, we've done that before. It's called like a sleeper build. Yeah, we've done I would say a couple to a few by now. Do we have any coming up? No, it's more of, the only time we do these is usually if someone comes into PC Bros and they happen to have like a really dope old case, then sure, we'll do it.
And also the parts don't work for the most part. If the system still works, we'll start as like a retro thing. But if it's one where it's like all the parts are busted, like then yeah, we'll do like a sleeper. Sorry, I'm a guitar player and guitar chord. It's still pronounced the same as chord. Always messes me up. Oh, gotcha.
Chord.
Chord.
You get a gun at birth in Texas. I bet it's a big one.
Now there's like, y'all do, your setups, man, are crazy. They're crazy. I love it though. It's
honestly, I respect a lot of the people that are willing to.
I respect your boldness.
Yeah. There's, you know, sometimes I look at those type of people and I'm like, man, sometimes I wish I was more like that, but then I'm like, maybe I don't. I don't know.
Maybe we should be more like you all.
You try to crop the wall displays of airsoft guns from your pics because they're realistic replicas. We wouldn't know the difference.
We wouldn't know. Be like, wow.
If I don't see orange tips.
Guns. Or vape juice. Or
minifigure painting.
Minifigure painting. I don't know. So it's still vape juice. Calcer is a vapor.
It's kind of funny to think. The one hint I realized watching back, Zach did, he sort of kind of gave us hint, but I mean, not really. When we said, you know, what is that? He's like, I don't know, man. And then he did say, maybe it's paint. And I'm like thinking back, I'm like, why would, and how would he guess that?
Yeah, how would he know that? Yeah. Who drinks bong water? Hold up, huh?
Elon enabled the gun emoji on X. Was that disabled?
I think it was disabled at one point. My 67-year-old mom believes in her right to bear arms, and it's licensed to. Let's go. Who is the Lord Farquaad picture? I didn't understand it. I think the end pretty much explained what it was, you two nosy. Did you watch the whole end? I don't really want to reiterate, okay?
You know what, it's fine. Okay. Basically, this was McAllister's setup, which obviously we had no clue. And it was a very, on our end at least, it was a very, very far away portrait, and it was a painting, by the way. It's not like, and it wasn't done by McAllister or his sweet girlfriend, but that's who it was.
Yes.
So yes, I feel horrible looking back. You know, if I could change it, I would. But on the bright side, McAllister made a joke out of it, and she seemed to have thought it was funny.
And she's aware of it, so it wasn't, yeah, yep.
Trust me when I tell you, I told McAllister, I said I would rather it be cut from the video, but he said, you know, honestly, I think for continuity and for funny purposes, we should keep it. And I was like, okay. I said, you know, because it's his choice, like he's editing it, so I was like, I'll let him do what he wants.
What's the cost of this PC? Cost-wise, you could build these for around like 7 something now, depending on deal hunting. Oh!
But if you buy it from PC Bros, 1-year warranty, Windows 11, I think this will be Windows 11
This will be
Pro.
Windows 11, I don't think so.
Installed, tested, activated.
Let me see what we got on PC Bros right now.
The PSU, there should be a Sigotep, Sigotep 650 watt. It's an 80 plus gold power supply. It's not modular, but it's a super solid unit. We've paired it with like some pretty high-end stuff.
We got some heaters up there. We got what is that, the 2 Easy Tim trade-in?
Yes.
2 Easy Tim trade-in.
We had 4 go up today, and they were all pretty banger. How much free hardware do you all get, and how much use for personal rigs? So, You know, we always, one thing I like to start off with is by saying our hardware is really never free. We always are technically.
We work
yes.
for it, so.
But in terms of, how much of it is just sent to us, I mean, a very small percentage compared to how much like PC Bros puts out. And how often do we use it? Very rare. Like we're not, we literally have Ryzen 9000 series sitting back there, and I don't think any of us plan on using it in any of our personal rigs.
Nope.
And we've gotten that for multiple generations now, where we'll get like new 40 series card, 30 series cards, new AMD stuff, and none of us upgrade.
Yeah, basically, like it's free hardware, but it's not just here, take it and let me know what you think. It's here, take it and make content about it. So for the most part, yes, it's cool getting the free stuff, obviously, but it's really just getting stuff for videos. And for the most part, I've been trying to do it more now because it just financially makes sense to save money where you can. It's just kind of hard to work with brands directly sometimes when you have tight deadlines because they're not always going to send you the stuff quick enough. Normally, if you're going to plan a video, I try now. If it's a video that I think a brand's going to be heavily involved in, like that keyboard one, it involved 5 different companies. I'm surprised I got all 5 of them to send keyboards. It normally takes like a month and a half to get everything. So that if we're wanting to be quick, it's much more quick for us to just buy stuff ourselves and sell it at PC Bros.
You think your motherboard's junk? What's wrong with it?
Our personal rigs at home, mine has a Ryzen 7 5800X and a 4070 Ti, and Jackson's is a 5800X with a 4070.
Yep. Very happy with the build.
Yes.
What are you doing to the screwdriver?
Testing out its open and closing, see if it's well lubed.
Oh. What happens if you forgot to make a video on the parts they send out? That has happened, actually.
They'll reach out.
Yeah, and we've had times where we also have, like, we'll have a part for, like, months, and they ask nothing about it. We'll use it in, like, a build or something for PC Bros, and then they ask about it. So usually what happens in that case is we'll either kind of talk to them and kind of be like, hey, we weren't really obligated, because that is the case sometimes, where they'll just send something without even really, like, asking. And in that case, it's kind of like, oh, we weren't really obligated to do anything with it, or we'll have to buy another one. We just don't tell them. I mean, because it doesn't matter. We're still getting the same part.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we at least do something on stream with it so we can say, hey, we did content around it. But for the most part, when it's a sample, I kind of preface in every email, we'll take this on, put it in our inventory, and we may or may not have a video on it. And if you're willing to send it, cool. If not, then whatever.
Callister, have you seen I Parry Everything?
It's an anime.
Have you seen it?
No.
Someone in chat was asking.
No, I've been seeing clips of it pop up on TikTok, so I know it exists.
Callister's not really into that anime stuff, guys.
What motherboard do you guys have in your home system? Mine's a ASRock X570.
I think mine's an MSI.
I don't know the
X570.
specific one it is, but if I can sell this PC, I built the flip. I'm going to buy GRE for the PC I want from you guys. Let's go, PC Pete. Let's friggin' go, PC Peter.
PC Peter!
PCP, PCP, PCP.
PCP.
Let's go.
Let's go, PCP. One of my friends says that putting your PC on the floor is the correct. Other says putting on the desk suggestions. Do you have carpet? Putting it straight on carpet is not recommended because the power supply from the bottom here has a fan that pulls in air, and if it's sunk in carpet, it's going to be suffocating. But if you have hardwood, technically hardwood's fine. It really doesn't matter, but it's really just common practice if you are going to put it on the floor to get some sort of stand for it.
Suffocation. Yes.
Why didn't you go for 3600 and better GPU? Well, that's just not what this build was. We do a ton of builds for PC Bros with a wide range of different specs. Some of them are parts we have on hand, some of them are parts that we order specifically, and we just add variety to websites, so that's why we went that route.
Yep, and some people, honestly, they'll see like the Ryzen 5000 series and kind of feel like it has a little more of an upgrade path. It's a little newer. So it's just customer by customer. Some people will like this better than a 3600.
Callister, you naughty. What did Callister?
Somebody earlier said I watch hentai and I did the like.
So it's true. What the rumors are true of what they say
Rumors
about
are
it.
true. Bad mid.
It must have been the wind.
Did you see that there's a meat canyon on those the Costco guys?
The
Have
Costco
you seen that trend? Like the family that goes to Costco all the time and they're incredibly annoying. Oh, you haven't seen that trend?
Costco guys.
Yes, they're.
Come and get the new cookie.
Yeah, you have to watch.
Are they like
if you go
freaking
straight into the,
Chicago
if you go
people?
straight into the meat canyon, it's like a dad and his kid, and they're like incredibly annoying, just walking around being like, We're here for the new cookie, the new pizza. We love Costco. And they're like always at Costco.
We're Costco guys. You know we're gonna get the free sample.
But someone they did a meat canyon about it.
I like how Meat Canyon's kind of came back. Like, he's like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna focus on my art and other
I think
things.
he's only making them when he thinks it's really funny instead of following whatever the topic is.
Right.
Because I was that's the first Meat Canyon in a while where I didn't know what it was before I watched it.
Did you watch it?
Well, like, oh, sorry, I did not watch it. But I didn't know what it was. Like, usually it was like Taylor Swift. Oh, I know the recent jokes about her. This must be that.
Yeah.
But this one, he just made it, I guess, because he thought it was funny.
His whole thing is that he has his second channel now, where it's mainly like what he wants to pursue. And he was like, the money wasn't there, so I wasn't doing it. But I'm focusing more on that and just saying, fuck the money. He's like, I'll still make these cringy Meat Canyon videos, but it's just gonna be stuff that really drives me.
It really
Costco
drives
guys.
him.
Costco guys.
Basically, it's only when he's passionate about the annoyance.
So we found a short of the Costco guys.
Yeah, no, I feel like now when you see him, the name's Butch. I'm a Costco.
I like how the meat canyon video is #1 now.
Luga9584 loves your content.
Thanks, Loogie.
Our content. We all put work into it.
We're Costco guys.
No.
No, are you Facebook channels or
We go
big stuff?
shopping while eating a chicken bake.
We're Costco guys. Of course we had to try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
They just
We're Costco guys. Of course we have to try out the furniture.
We're Costco guys. Of course we work out with the tires.
What?
We're Costco guys. What the heck is this thing?
My opinion changes drastically depending on whether it was the kid's idea and the dad's being helpful and playing along, or if it was the
it feels very much like the dad's dragging the kid along.
We're Costco guys. Of course we get the sample even though we bought the thing the last 3 times we were here.
It's just all their content is just that.
Yeah, it's just.
I would say based on that one, I don't hate him.
But it's just imagine 50 of those.
Right.
It's like, we're Costco guys, and it's like, we get it. You like Costco, man. That's okay.
No, that's usually how it goes. Once someone finds their,
We got 5 double chunk chocolate cookies. We're gonna eat them and rank them on the moon meter. We bring them home to you.
oh yeah, this one's pretty cringe.
Boom,
Yeah, that one's.
Oh my god, he literally does.
Oh, dude, he's trying to be like, what is it, Joey or whatever?
Joey World Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
he's
showed
like,
you a tame one.
Yeah. I was thinking at first I was like, yeah, it's just the dad and the kid didn't seem too bad, but now I'm like, yep.
I've been tempted to take off the top of my computer to put the Ryu figure in there. I've been.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's right. 'cause
Now,
you have to take out. You have to dismantle the whole PC to
To get the top off, I just have to unscrew.
All those screws.
It's
Four
like 5.
screws.
It's like 4 or 5 screws, and then you have to remove. You pop it off, and then you can remove the front glass panel.
All right, guys, we're gonna find somebody to raid. Thank you for watching.
fact, though.
That's not that hard.
Fun
though.
fact, with
That
enough
is
force, you don't need
I
to take
didn't
the
think
top
about that.
off.
Honestly, I would have forgotten I could take the front glass off, and I would have accidentally then had to unscrew the AIO. So you just saved me from doing that on accident.
Yeah, no, you can just pop. Yeah, because it's like all you have to do is it slots in, so you just pull it out.
Any tips for PC flipping? I gotta be honest, it's hard. Try it as cheap as possible,
It's
though.
really hard.
We've proven it time and time again.
Whoever asked about D&D, by the way, I play in person.
He plays the
If you're
real way.
flipping PCs, make sure you do NVIDIA GPUs.
guide the raid.
NVIDIA GPUs for Ryzen CPUs, and buy used components like GPU, CPU, and maybe not motherboard,
Experience
but
tranquility.
find used stuff that's good deals, and then you can maybe flip. But it's really hard still because
Yeah,
you
wear
keep
a
price low.
helmet.
So
All right, guys. Yeah, it's like, what the heck? This is the slowest countdown ever.
wow.
All right, we're going on a raid. It's broken. I don't know what's going on, but we live tomorrow, guys. Same time. See you all later. Peace.
Bye.
Chief one up.